On the right, we flow through. What an amazing straight bit of road. And look at this church. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Another nice day. Today we're heading out to Lyndhurst and Beaulieu in the New Forest. Yes, you heard it right, the New Forest. So we might just encounter some wild horses, ponies, and maybe cows as well. It's a Saturday, so I expect it to be a bit busy because of the weather as well. So we're trying to capture as much footage as we can. So enjoy the ride. So first off, as we head over to the New Forest, is time to get some fuel. I'll try to capture the whole process. So we have a Texaco close to where we are, so I'm going to stop there. I check the fuel prices online. Usually I go to the cheapest one, which is Costco, of course. However, I don't want to make such a long detour just for fuel. So in a nutshell, we're going to just go to our local and get the bike filled up. The price today is as you can see, £1.46. Right, we've given the indicator. There is some traffic, oncoming traffic. I'm actually boiling because I've got the visor down just so we get the best audio quality. The things we have to do, hey, the things we have to do. So we're going to line up straight, pump number 5. I'll try my best to make it as elegant as possible. Righty, neutral, stand down and switch off. Tank open, as you can see. There we go. Getting off the bike. I usually put it on center stand just to be safe. There we go. Hope we haven't gone too far out from the nozzle. So we will go with the standard cheap and cheerful option. Pump active. There we go. I think we probably get at least 10-15 litres in it. I had 2 bars before the refill. So as we make our way to the New Forest, I'm going to attempt to make a half decent turn here. Yeah, I think we can start creeping. Thank you. Brilliant. So, experience pretty good. I mean, I wasn't expecting much anyway. It was just a nice short little fuel stop. However, I was thinking I'd get less than 20 litres, but actually I filled it up to 20 litres, and it costed me about £30. So I don't know if the fuel costs are coming down. I believe they have, of course, come down, but not to the extent that I remember back in the day, in the COVID days. I think it was down to 99 pence. My God, those were the days. Okay, so again, we're going to crawl through Romsey, and I think we will pass the Broadlands estate once we make our way towards Lyndhurst. We're passing through the outside of Romsey town centre. Some nice little pubs. There's a stream that flows across. Would we call it a stream or a river? I think it is. It is River Test. Quite a lot of people outside of the roads as well. So we're just leaving Romsey, and we will be hitting a national speed limit soon. So I've done the Teapot 1 dedications for a while. This time I'm not going to do it, but I am going to enjoy the nationals now. There we go. opening up the throttle. My God. Oh, the boxer engine coming to life. 1200 cc's pure displacement. Wow. Overtaking opportunity, matching the speed, having a look, observations, pulling out and opening the throttle. I don't know if we did what we needed to do to properly manage that situation, but there was a clear sign that there was police ahead. They were actually at the bend, so it's a bit difficult to anticipate, and I was in an overtake maneuver as well, so I hope I didn't offend anyone and put anyone in danger, but I didn't have any cars behind me as well. So we make our way down towards Lyndhurst. I believe there's a nice little village on the way as well. If I get a chance, I'll stop and probably show you the church as well. So as we enter over, this is where Poulton Park is, the home of Peppa Pig. Our little one is still too young for Peppa Pig, but probably by the end of this year or potentially next year we'll take her there. As you can see, the next ride takes you to Poulton Park and the home of Peppa Pig. I've heard great things about it. People from all over the world come and see it. So I'm sure the popularity of the amusement park as well as the cartoon series is quite international. So we'll turn right from here, and as soon as we turn right, it goes national speed limit as well, as you can see. Here we go, opening the good old boxer engine, revving it within reason. Quite a few cars there. Of course there is an opportunity to overtake them, but there is definite oncoming traffic. Let's see. We're trying to track, not taking any unnecessary risks. We look out, there's a car on the right. We flow through. The joys of motorcycles. What an amazing straight bit of road. Although we're not doing anything excessive, but this is beautiful and such a lovely day to be on the bike. I don't want to brag too much or jinx the weather, because I know tomorrow is going to be completely different, but yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. Nice little town. I believe it's a village, so let me know if I've gotten it completely wrong. There is a pretty popular church here. As you can see on my left, a lot of people come and park their cars, so I don't know what's going on. We thank them for waiting for us. There's a lot of bikes coming from the general direction of St. Mary's Church. This is what I wanted to stop and see, but probably we'll do it another day. The general direction of the New Forest, Lyndhurst. So at the top of this road, I am going to turn right. No, that doesn't make sense. Keep on going straight, I think. Stunning property, or rather stunning properties here. We just want to avoid going back on the A31. That might be a bit of a recipe for disaster. So we made a bit of a U-turn. Again, I didn't plot the route, I just took a detour, and I need to figure out how I get back on track towards Lyndhurst. As you can see, that's a telltale sign that you're in the New Forest. We don't want to spook the horses, although they do see a lot of cars and motorcycles and bikes come this way, but the New Forest never fails to disappoint you when it comes to horses, ponies, cows. I don't believe they are completely wild, but I need to check that fact. I don't think they're wild, but the owners, or rather referred as the commoners, have grazing rights in the New Forest. Anyway, we'll get that fact straight. So we are coming up to a junction, and these days on the GS I always stop, especially I've got a camera on my helmet now, so in my head I have to be double careful, or maybe triple check the situation before I sort of crawl up to the line, look both ways, and then start making my turn. Although I don't understand the fact that I've seen a few cars move away from the bike. I am fairly in a good position, not sort of encroaching on their road, behind the line. They should just carry on as normal. I don't plan to release the clutch and jump. And there we go. Thank him. Right, so we're back on track, and we're on the 837, making our way towards Lyndhurst, and let's see how the traffic is. I do know for a fact that there is a traffic light just before the town, before the high street, from where you can only turn left. It's a one-way system, so I'm going to figure out a way to avoid that, because I don't feel like sitting in traffic for a while. So we've entered Lyndhurst now, and well, I couldn't find a way around this traffic light. It's not as bad as I suspected. I think maybe we'll have to wait for a couple of minutes, less than 10, and then we'll hit the high street. I will take you guys around the high street and show you the sights and sounds. I was expecting us to get caught up at the traffic light, but it isn't as bad as I suspected, considering it's such a nice day. As you can see, nice little restaurant, the Passage to India. Arguably they have some sort of coverage in the local press, as well as they have won the Traveller's Choice Award as well. Right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to cross the traffic light, turn left and then turn right again, so that we can do the complete circle. There's a bit of honking going on. I believe it's from the oncoming traffic. Everyone wants to sort of get on with their day and sort of enjoy the weather, rather than getting stuck in this one-way system which gets pretty clogged up. So we'll go up, we'll turn left, then we turn right again and try to do a clockwise tour around the high street. And finally, we have been let through the Fox and Hounds, the historic high street. Now Lyndhurst dates back to the 11th century, and I'm pretty sure about that because I did the research, had a look at Wikipedia before starting off on this journey. So this is just stunning. My God, look at these old buildings and then the shops. Turn right. We will have a better look at the luxury car dealership. So we finally made it through. We can see the old the Crown Manor House Hotel. That is really popular as well. I think there's been celebrities, and look at this church, beautiful. There've been celebrities and I'd say dignitaries that actually have been here. Again, somebody can fact check me, but this is just as I said, looks beautiful. What we missed was the royal buildings, let's call it this way. Some royal estate. There is, on my way in, entering the High Street, there were some very historic buildings, and I'd read about them. I've kind of forgotten the context, but it has to do with the New Forest and their local government or assembly. Entering the Lyndhurst High Street again. This is the full length. Fairly busy. It's a Saturday. Definitely you'd expect that on such a lovely day, although I'd say it's not really warm, but when you're in the sun it's just brilliant. Should we just wait there? Oh, someone is getting a bit throaty in the back. There we go. This is the luxury car dealership. Wow, brilliant. Don't want to look at it too much. We've got a couple of bikes that are getting a bit agitated, but it's standard behavior. Don't want to challenge that. So we're going to turn right from here, make our way towards Beaulieu. We're going to take these roads. They're not really your nationals. The speed limit is 40 or 30, so we might see a few bikes overtaking us, but here we go, 14-hour zone, and we make our way towards Beaulieu, just to reaffirm that we're in the New Forest still. Cricket in the New Forest. Ferrari in the New Forest. As I mentioned when we were entering this patch, the speed limit is 40. I think it'd be, of course, much more fun than if it was a national speed limit. However, you can see the natural beauty much more at a slower speed. You can enjoy your surroundings. Of course, you need to pay attention to the road. There are also the concerns of animals. As we saw, there were some horses grazing. At a distance I can see there are cows and ponies and deers and whatnot. So there's a reason why the speed limit is kept to 40 miles an hour, which basically is something that you need to be careful of. And I believe nobody would object to it. It's just beautiful. There's someone actually admiring the landscapes off their bike as well. So we've been riding for a while. We haven't taken any stops, minus the stops around, you know, junctions and turns and U-turns and me getting lost. But as we make our way back towards Beaulieu, this is a nice little bendy road, but again needs to be taken at 40 miles an hour, because that's the speed limit here. One can take it much faster as well, but as we've always discussed, we're also promoting safe riding, ride longer, ride most of your life, avoid accidents. There's no point. I mean, it's not worth it, at least for me at this stage. But I'm sure it's hard for people to disagree with the fact that speed is the only way you can enjoy your ride. I disagree with that, but I'm sure there are people who have differing opinions, so fair play. I have my own opinion on the subject. As we said, one of the reasons why the New Forest has this speed limit is that we don't want to spook the horses. So we'll be very gentle. There we go, we're entering Beaulieu Estate now. This is where it gets really beautiful as well. So again, the speed limit remains the same, but you will see very historic as well as stunning architecture. People who've not been here need to come here. The New Forest is probably, I'd say, the most underrated places, especially if you're traveling from abroad. Look at that. Is that marshlands or a lake? But whatever it is, it's just beautiful. So we're just crawling into Beaulieu. We're going to take a left here and enter the village. I'll go up the high street, potentially, if it's not a one-way system, then down the high street as well. Try to show you as much as possible. It's a 30 miles an hour speed limit, and I'm sure we can wow, look at that, beautiful classic cars as well. So this is where we have to turn right, and it's a stone. Is it a cobbled? No, it is. It's a one-way system as well. Beaulieu High Street, not as animated, but I prefer it this way. Nice little village shops. Stunning pub. So now we'll be passing the manor house or the palace. My bad, I should have done some research on it, but this is a very old part of New Forest. You can see the walls, beautiful, stunning. Only in the New Forest will you find a donkey taking over the road. As we start making our way back to civilization, I hope you enjoyed the visit to Lyndhurst and Beaulieu. It's a stunning part of the country. If you're in the UK, you should definitely visit New Forest. If you're coming from abroad, do take out the time to visit the New Forest. And it's not just these places, there's a whole lot of other places you can visit here and enjoy nature. I'll try to make more videos in and around the New Forest and try to capture its beauty. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this channel. I'll try and keep on making good content for yourself. Leave your feedback, give us your opinion so we can improve the content. For everyone else who's watching this video, I know it doesn't mean a lot, but it means a lot for the channel. If you can subscribe and sort of hit the bell icon, you'll get not only notified, but it also helps the channel grow as well. Thank you so much for joining us on this trip, and hope to see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.